While that's going, I am thinking that this is going to be the place for the live tonight. And not exactly what I had hoped for, but might be the best that we can do, because I have cell signal here, and traveling all the way up through Utah, through the canyons on Highway 89, I've had hardly any cell signal. So this will have to do. But there is something to look over there. I'm gonna grab my coffee, throw on my glasses. It's bright out here. Let's go over and take a look. I need my coffee. Now, where I'm at is kind of like a truck stop, but Utah has no shortage of abandoned buildings. Really, all of America. There are a lot of abandoned buildings. This one, I don't know what that was. The sign almost, is that a Denny's? Now, here's the odd thing is, there's a Denny's over there. What looks like a brand new building. So, curious what this one, what is the fate of this one here? So you can see trucks parked over there. But I am always looking for some place to do the live that's unusual or pretty, or there we go. It was a Roy's Pizza, I guess you could call them. See if they're still in business. Looks like they've been out of business for a while. But wonder if I showed it at all. I'm always looking for some place that I can do the lives that's maybe unusual, maybe pretty. But this one is kind of cool. All right, those are the fuel tanks supplying the fuel for the truck stop. And all done fairly well. Diet Coke and Sprite are a little shorter. Oh, I don't know. Monster Energy, I say that's the diesel tank. And maybe over here, that's the unleaded tank, the Coca-Cola. Sign says keep out. Now, according to Google Maps and a couple of online sources, these were Pepsi products, and they were repainted with Coca-Cola products, and assuming it had something to do with Carl's Jr., who uses Coca-Cola products. It seems fitting, I guess. But nice job painting. And they look rather good. You know, sometimes you get to these and you wonder, what kind of shape are these going to be in? Not bad. Not bad. I guess the problem is going to be, where could I have the live and set up for the live? No real places. There is this spot over here. Potentially I could park over here, and maybe we could here. But then I'll have the trash cans in the background. I don't know. I'll work on it. I will work on it. It's time for the live. Not for me, I got a couple more hours. For you. Let's kick it off. See you in a second. It's for lease. You could have that building. You could rent it at least. Pretty view all the way around. I'll take it. I will take it. Let's try this. Welcome everybody. Can you guys hear me? Because I have no sound on my side, which is not going to work well for happy hour open mic night. We may have to. I'm also struggling with some signal here. I'm trying a Bluetooth device to see if I could connect my headphones to the laptop, and I have nothing. I have no sound on this side. Can hear you fine. Okay. Well, we were going to be doing open mic night, but I can't talk to anybody. That is not going to do well. I have no sound on my side. We can hear you. Thank you. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's just play this one by ear. I noticed Don said it was getting a little choppy. I will tell you that my speed tests all day, this whole afternoon have been fine up until just about half hour ago. And I've been kind of monitoring it and it's been going out. But let me see. There is those Coke cans they had in the back. And we were going to talk about, and well, let's see. Just switch over to this side here. 5x5 sound and visual. Thank you, Bob. I wanted to, because I thought it would be really interesting. It would have been fantastic to hear some of the stories. If you have been on the road long enough, there are some unusual things that you've seen or been to. And this week just kind of reminds me why I love traveling so much. First of all, guys, I have to tell you, Utah is beautiful. Now, I have never been to this part of Utah before. I have only been across the northern states, the northern part of the state, up by Salt Lake City, Bonneville Salt Flats, and, and the Great Salt Lake. I have never been down this way. So this is the first time that I'm actually getting to come in here. I will talk about the travels coming up, the odd places where I stopped at, and let's see if we can't shoot for an open mic night next week. And hopefully by then I will have my sound problems fixed. You guys were watching the video, and gosh darn it, I have no sound on my end. And I tried a Bluetooth device. If you have any suggestions out there what I can do to maybe get my sound running again, shoot it to me. Throw it in the comments there and let me know. But oh my gosh, let's say hi to everybody really quick. If you notice the sky's up above, yeah, it's one of those days here, and I think it's going to be okay. About 20-30 minutes ago, I wasn't so sure because that side over there was not looking good. So hold on one second here. Okay. Let's go ahead and say hi to everybody. I am a little disjointed because hey, you never know what's going to happen on a live. I was about 6 minutes late. Whoever got the pool tonight, I checked it 20 minutes before. I checked it 10 minutes before. I checked it at 5 minutes. and noticed I had problems. And then it was like, okay, how do I fix them? I tried to reboot the Wi-Fi, which seems to work. I seem to be getting out okay, but yeah, I can't hear a thing, and don't know what's going on with that. All right, let's see if we can recover just a little bit. That is Don, Cowboy Biker Adventures. Hi everyone, East Liverpool, Ohio. Just left West Virginia this morning. Hey Don, glad to have you here. X Fired Up Cracker Box Palace is in the house. Glad to have you. That's Bill right there. WCRV Adventures. They're chilling at Whaler's Rest. I love that park. Just love that park. Hopefully you guys are loving it out there too. Bob and Miss Pearl are up in Seaside, Oregon, 67 sunny degrees. And you know it's not hot if I'm wearing my hat. And a little bit ago it was pretty warm, but right now doing good. And I've got the cowboy hat on. I can pull it off. So, but that is next exit is in the house. That is Mr. Bob, and I saw Miss Pearl here. She is somewhere here as well. And we'll just go ahead and scroll on down. You guys have been talking. We will have to X Fired Up. Yep. Oh, we said there. Kimberly KJ, glad to have you here. Maybe he couldn't find his pants. No, you're absolutely right. I never can find my pants. That's why you guys don't know. Bob was guessing 3 minutes. I'm reading on there now. I told you, Bob. That wouldn't be fair if I told you in the comment section, but if you ever want to know, just send me a text and I'll shoot it to you. So, oh my gosh. Hag of the Hills. That's Miss Sarah out there in Quartzsite, Arizona. She said the first rain today and monsoon season is coming. So I don't even know what that's like, but I have been in a rainstorm in Quartzsite and it's not pretty. Not pretty at all. So love Seaside. Yeah, no, Kimberly KJ talking about Bob and Pearl. Love Seaside. You go there for a week around the first of the year. If you're up in Seaside and you're looking for something to do for a day, or even if you want to go there and stay, they have a beautiful state park up there. Fort Stevens State Park is right up there above you. And that is worth a visit if you're looking for something to do there, guys. So definitely go and check that out. And it is an old military fort. It's not used anymore. Now the national or the state, I believe it's a state park. And but all of the bunkers and everything are there. And one of the few places, here's a little bit of history for you. One of the few places of the United States that was actually fired upon by Japan, it was from a submarine right off the coast of Fort Stevens. They fired at Fort Stevens and we didn't have clearance to fire back. So everything remained quiet. The Japanese thought that they had the wrong place, so they took their sub and they left. They took their bat, they took their ball, and they left. So, but there you go. We were ready, sorta. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it is an interesting place. I love it. Also, get over to the coast over there. The Peter Iredale is over there, and beautiful beach. And you guys, I am just jealous. I haven't seen the beach in a long time. So, looks like Lenny. Is Lenny here? Life with Lenny. Glad to have you here. Oh, yeah. Somebody said hi to Lenny and Angela. Glad to have you guys here. Guys, I finally got out of Arizona. Can you believe it? I finally got out of Arizona. Oh, it was, and I was headed that way when I found that cool hotel, and I thought, you know what, I am just curious enough about this place. I actually passed it up a little and went down the road about another quarter of a mile and figured out where to turn the rig around and go back there. So if it looks like it's the opposite way that I'm going on the video, it may not be able to tell that or not, but I did turn around and go back to that. It caught my eye just that much. You know, traveling around, we see lots of old abandoned places, including whole strip malls and hotels and gas stations, and it's just plenty of them out there. But this one, that one, I thought, you know what, this I pulled in there and I thought this looks like a great place to stop, and I did. A little bit short of where I was actually going. So no, let's see here. There's, hey kids, there's RV Living Life. Gary, I'm sorry if you're coming to us late. I'm having a speaker problem on my end. I have no sound, but apparently you guys can hear me okay, and we are struggling a little bit with signal. It's gone down in the last hour to um, not very good. Well, let's just say not very good. So yeah, not much left of the Peter Iredale. No, there sure is not. Um, there is a couple of sticks sticking out of out of the sand. So there's not much there. I don't know the whole history on that, but beautiful beach and love being there. So let's see. Oh, WCRV Adventures talking about the trail. Definitely go down to the trail, and yeah, that is a great walk straight over to the beach, and fantastic sunsets. Yeah, you guys are nailing it. You guys are nailing it. So the hotel, the art. Thank you. The hotel, the artwork was cool. Miss Kimberly KJ said. Tom Lower, you just get out of Arizona. Well, guess what? It's almost time to go back. There is some truth to that. There is some truth to that. So I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope Mr. Tom is recovering nicely. Been a while since I've called you guys. We're due for a call, but um, you know, I, I have changed my travel plans, and I'm sticking with kind of where I'm at right now. I this close to Utah and with plans. I originally had planned on going fully north. I'm not going to do that. I just there's not enough time to do it, and I'm thinking that Albuquerque and the Balloon Fiesta is in my plans, and that is the first week of October. If you guys will be close to there, hit me up, because I'm looking for anybody, any friends that are in the area. Would love to hang out and go see the Balloon Fiesta over there. So cool video. Yeah, thank you very much. That was a lot of fun. I'm telling you, talk about something that just out of the blue catches you, and that is our life. So uh, that one caught me. That one caught me. Now, I'm sure that there was a lot of, and you see it, the political speech and so forth. That is on the Navajo Nation. If you've never looked up the Navajo Nation on Google Maps, that is a big place, folks, and I think it encompasses about 4 states. Um, Now, it doesn't feel like the res or the reservation driving across it. But however, it is, and you could tell a lot of the paintings and the political speech was of Indian nature. So I they are allowed to say whatever they like. I was just glad that it didn't have a lot of curse words or anything else that I couldn't show on camera. That always, I try not to. I try not to film that stuff. I edit it out and get it on, but there's so much of it. And I will give them credit for an entire hotel that was painted beautifully. I might add. Guys, I did not see one curse word around that whole place. Now, maybe I just missed it, and hopefully you didn't catch it in my video, but I walked around that place a couple times, and I was just impressed with the artwork. I was impressed with the amount of effort, detail that went into that. It was just absolutely, I loved it. I loved it. But I thought, you know what? I have to film this. So, somebody also asked on the in the comments on the video where it was. That is on Highway 89 in between Flagstaff and Page, Arizona, and it's not that far from Utah. The next day I was in Utah, and I was actually thinking about hitting Utah, and just so that I could say I was finally out of Arizona. And then I ran into that place, and no, I have to stay. I stay for a little while. So Gary says, you sound fine here. Thanks, Gary. I'm sorry that I can't have you on. I know that some of you come on regularly. I tell you what, I look forward to open mic night. So set your calendars, because it's normally the last Sunday live each month. And since we aren't able to do that tonight, we're just going to go ahead and do that for next week, because I really do love connecting with you guys, seeing you on camera, and some of the conversation is just fantastic. I will let you in on a little secret. I will just a little secret for you see us on the live, and we talk and we answer questions, and we go through and we have a lot of fun. But I'll tell you, some of the most interesting is after the live. And because we sit and talk and chat after we've said goodnight to you, and but I still have everybody connected, and we sit and chat. I think there was one night, I think we chatted for darn near an hour and a half, if not longer than that. And some of the conversation out of that is just hilarious. And it's funny how people kind of let their guard down and are able to just talk freely. And it is a lot of fun. So if you've never joined us on an open mic night, I invite you to do that. Get brave, come on, enjoy it, and then enjoy the afterlife. And that is just between us. We have a lot of fun. So I really appreciate you guys, and open mic night is a favorite. So thank you, Don. She says, Dave, that's a great painted hotel. Pizza and caramel milkshakes for snacks tonight. Whoa, that's what I'm talking about. There you go. I haven't even thought about what I'm having for dinner tonight. I don't even know. Kimberly, Tom, and Lori, and weeks, and we were all start heading south. Yeah, rub it in. All right, I know. I missed out. I was stuck in Phoenix. I was. Don is leaving New England in 2 months. Darn it, Don, we're gonna have to get you on next week so I can catch up with you and find out what you've had going on, and we'll see what your plans are moving into the winter months, because I think you have some different plans than normal, and I'm a little bit jealous there. I'm telling you, even to the point, so much jealous that There's a chance I could get to Albuquerque and do the balloon fiesta and just make a left instead of a right. I'm just saying. So I'm missing the East Coast. I had such fun there on the East Coast, and I'm missing it. So oh, Life with Lenny. How come I don't see Life with Lenny in here? Am I just missing it? Why I don't see him in here, but you guys are talking to him. Lenny, I apologize. I am not seeing your comments here, and I don't know. I don't know where you went. I don't see him here. So either that or you guys are playing a trick on me. Is that it? You guys are just playing a trick on me. I don't know. No Starlink yet. We are heading out. We are holding out until Dave gets Starlink. You're gonna be waiting a while. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it, but it's a little too steep for my cheap bottom. So yeah, no, you're gonna be don't hold out for Dave because Dave is too cheap. Everyone is that. Gary, you're not supposed to tell them. You're not. Damn it, Christmas. All right. Yeah, some things you can't unsee, Gary. Well, that's all I'm going to say. Me talk freely? Never. that is a reason. HC Carefree Highway is in the house. Good to have you here. That's a reason not to do the after show. Dave, out here I have found Bob Evans there by Walmart, and they are good. Okay. I just, gosh, I just stopped at a Japanese place just the other day. I did film, and I originally thought it was going to be a pizza place. It ended up, I was traveling, and there's something to see there. And I got there. Instead of pizza, it was Japanese. And I don't get me wrong, Japanese is okay. But when you've been driving, for the last hour and thinking, boy, I'm hungry, pizza would really be good. Pizza's going to be good. And then you get there and it's like, nope, not a pizza joint. It's a Japanese restaurant. So it was actually good. But Bob Evans, I've been to. They're actually, they're good. Now, have you been, Don? You're on the East Coast. Any of you folks on the East Coast know. And there's a couple over on the West Coast, but not as many, not nearly as many. Have you been to a Waffle House? You have not lived until you've been to a Waffle House. All right. I'm just going to put it out there. All right. Waffle House is the East Coast. All right. Is the Southern states. So get it, Don, get it. And you guys out there that, Waffle House, is that not like the best? It is a lot of fun going to Waffle House. Oh my goodness. Steak, berry, sauteed. Wow, doing it right there. We've got a little steak, a little sauteed mushrooms, doing it right. Absolutely. Good on you. I don't even know what it's going to be. I'm afraid to even mention it because I'm not going to cook tonight. But if you've followed the channel for any amount of time, I have a menu night or a food night, whatever you want to, however you want to look at it. Each night of the week represents a different food. And for Sunday is soup, stews, and salads. And I have neither soup, stew, or salad going yet. So you just rub in your steak and no, we're gonna get that out of here. There we go. Next Sunday we'll be having Dinner with gun. Oh my gosh! Well, there you go. Can we get all of you together? That would be fantastic. So make that happen. I don't know what your schedule is like, but fantastic. Oh, oh, oh! Get it back up there. There we go. Dinner. We had Thanksgiving in July tonight. Is something bad happening? Is there a reason why you had to have Thanksgiving in July? Or is it just it's good to have turkey, so we'll call it Thanksgiving? Good on you. Good on you. I don't have a turkey night. I don't know how that factors in. Uh, better to hear Angela and Skip Lenny. I think they're it's better to hear Angela and Skip Lenny. They're in WCRV Adventures campsite tonight. Okay. Now I get it. Hi guys. Now I get it. Oh, there he is, right there, saying hi to everybody. Been watching with Wayne and Carrie. Glad to have you guys here, and I'm very sorry that I can't and haven't had you on. I'm not able to have you on. So guys, I be sure to have cash. They don't take cards right there. And you haven't lived until you've been to a Waffle House. And Don says, yes, he has. Yeah, he's been to a Waffle House 3 miles from my house. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, you know. And they're always open. They're always, in fact, I think the weather service or the hurricane service kind of rates on a scale with Waffle House on whether they're open or not, how bad the damage from a hurricane actually was. And I'm not kidding, guys. I'm not kidding. If Waffle House is open, it must not have been too bad. There is a scale. Watch the thing on that about a year ago, I think it was, and very amusing and interesting at the same time. So it's a Waffle House scale, and you'll have to Google it. Have to Google it. Well, oh, see, in the Waffle Bill, yeah, Waffle House takes cards. Okay. Well, maybe some do, some don't. Depends on how bad the hurricane was, whether they're taking cash only. See, I figured that out for you right there. Uh, my very first Waffle House was on a trip that I took from Bend, Oregon, and tonight's about unusual, unexpected, or unusual, and this one fits the bill, so I'll go ahead and share it. I was delivering a coach years ago for Beaver Coaches, and it was to Florida, and I went through 3 months after Hurricane Katrina came through. And do you know, I ate at a Waffle House. So I'm not saying, I'm just saying if Waffle House is open, even Hurricane Katrina, at least for the area that I went through, couldn't shut down Waffle House. So, oh, we got ceviche for tomorrow. Okay, we need to go over the days. We need to go over the days because Monday is Chinese food, Tuesday is taco night. That's Mexican food. So, let's get it straight. Let's get it straight there, Miss Kimberly. Hi, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I hope you know that I'm kidding. Breaking news. We have a breaking news flash. Here is we are no longer going to AZ this winter. Rebooked everything for Florida again. That may make some happy and others disappointed. Well, thank you, Gary. I feel kind of honored that you broke the news to everybody here. So I know there will be a lot of broken hearts if you're not going to be in Quartzsite this year. So, but I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I'm missing the East Coast. Yeah, so good on you. Good on you. And there you go, guys. That's, you know, plans for full-time RV life are written in sand. They are written in sand so that it can be floated over and rewritten just like that. So WCRV, yeah, with absolutely, Letty and Angela, that's, you got it going on there. You guys got it going, and look at where you're at. Look at where you're at. Good on you guys. Good on you guys. So Don is saying, yeah, I knew Don was going to be in Florida this winter, and I have not done the preparation. The only thing that would hold me up from turning left from Albuquerque and heading out that way is I have a goal, and I really want to spend I'd like to spend about a month down there on the Florida Keys, and that takes about a year in advance of reservations to make that happen. So I don't know. I don't know, but I'm missing it, and I'm a little jealous. Just saying. Come on, there we go. Yeah, most states do, Don. Utah plays that game where gas is higher if you use a credit card. Most do. If you're watching, I think what you're seeing is the right there. And I'm just happy to see those prices. You know, Arizona, I think when I filled up in Flagstaff, it was about 425, something like that. So you know what? It's 386 or 379 for cash. I'll take it. I'm just watching in the top corner there. I'll take it. So, and actually, here's what I did, guys. And here's a tip: watch the reservations. Now, as you know, where that video was filmed with the hotel, I was on the Navajo Nation, traveling across there, and fuel is usually cheaper on the reservations. If you're traveling through reservations, watch your fuel prices. I think I paid $3.49, and I absolutely said, "Thank you very much. Yes, I will, please." So, and by the way, does anybody have the Gas Buddy app? Um, I was thinking about that today because that is how I found that fuel deal on Navajo Nation. And I did not fuel up in Flagstaff, which was about 425. Instead, I decided to fuel up there when I got to the Navajo Nation. And but I want to give a big shout out to Gas Buddy, not to them, they're not going to care about me, but to you guys, and just say, you know what, over the last 6 years of traveling, I have saved thousands with that app, and I really owe it to them to probably do the paid version of their app. So I'm probably looking at doing that here pretty soon because I got to thinking about it, and yeah, that app alone has saved me thousands. So. Oh, already booking around to Orlando? Yeah, book it. Book now while you can. There you go. That's right. Get on the schedule there, Miss Kimberly. Uh, Gary, Angela's heart is broken. See what you're doing, Gary? Do you see the heartache that you and Miss Carol are causing? Holy cow. Bee Trapper is in the house just saying hello, all. Glad to have you here. Gary, Araby, open pump your own gas. Pump your own gas. Do you know Oregon was only one of 2 states where you couldn't pump your own gas? I don't know if that's true anymore. Used to be. They have taken that away, and now everybody is pumping their own gas in Oregon. And That's just criminal. That's just criminal. 30 years I enjoyed somebody else pumping my gas. I wasn't paying more for my gas. I guarantee you gas was cheaper in Oregon than it was in California. It wasn't it was jobs, and it was nice, especially when there was snow on the ground. You could just pull in, open up your window, hand your credit card to the guy, and he was happy to have a job, and he had no problem with running it and pumping your gas. Well, those days are gone, not anymore, and really, really sad about that. Use gas, buddy. Yeah, there you go, right there. Oh, yeah, really believe in that app. Saved me thousand. If there's a better one out there, please let me know. So, Dave, what is this, Dave? If governor signs off on the law, we will be able to pump our own gas. Don't sound so excited. My gosh, that is not a good thing. We will be able to. We're gonna have to. That's the way that I'm looking at it. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's sad. Yeah, but you're right. I think the governor is going to be signing off on that pretty darn soon. Blame Carol. Gary, that is not going to work. That is not going to work. Everybody knows. Everybody's bee trappers. Oh, my son. They're what did the law change? You guys are going to be pumping your own gas there in Oregon, and I'm kind of sad about that. Diesel, yeah, no, diesel you did, and you pumped your own in Oregon, yeah, absolutely. But only pumping gas in rural parts of Oregon. I hope you're right. I hope you're right, because that would feel better to me than them putting a lot of people out of work. So, yes, no diesel. We've been pumping our own diesel for years. So, okay, that is good to know. I haven't heard that yet. I haven't heard that yet. But even so, when you think about it, the rural areas are where people need jobs the most, and so I'm just sad to see it happening anywhere, honestly. So, but I'm all for keeping people employed, and and putting people to work, and I just yeah right there, letting us do things that used to be paid jobs. Do you know I still won't go through the automatic checkout line, or the self checkout lines at the stores? I won't do it. I refuse. I will wait in line for the one register that they have open in Walmart, and it will be 5 people deep, 6 people deep usually. And nope, I'm not. I refuse. I refuse. So yeah, I'll tell you how used to it. It only ever pumped gas on the farm or when visiting Washington. There's something to that. The first time that going full time and traveling, I can't remember. It was California, I believe it was in Solvang, California, and I jumped in the pickup and I ran down to the store, and I thought, well, I'm going to get some gas and then I'm going to drive over to another place. So I pulled into the pumps and I sat there, and I sat there, and I sat there. And I thought, gosh, it is taking so long for somebody to get out here and pump my gas. This is California. I forgot. Yeah. Yeah. I had to remember. Yeah, I got to get out and pump my own gas. I had to laugh at myself on that one. But put your pants on and get out and pump. No. 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 That's a big chunk right there, That is a big chunk. Save 4 to 5K going to Florida. Yeah. Yep. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Yeah. Wayne apparently, for some reason, likes to pump his own gas. So, hey guys, I want to tell you before I forget. Um, wow, Utah. I touched on that a little bit. And what a beautiful state. If you have not been to southern Utah and around this area, now I took 89 coming up on purpose because I thought, you know what, it's higher up in the mountains, which it is. I think all of this is at least 7,000 feet, including where I'm sitting right now. But that 89 takes you up through the middle of canyons and valleys, and you talk about beautiful. It brings you up through Bryce and Zion, and I did not stop for those this time. Those were on my list of places where I wanted to stop and see, and I take a little comfort in the fact that I'm really looking forward to getting back here again and see some of those places. For now, I am looking to make a big loop, and my goal is Capitol Reef, and we can thank Mr. Don for that because I'm talking to him, and he said, yeah, if I had to get one, he recommended Capitol Reef. So I said, all right. I looked at it on the map, and it makes I can make a nice loop just doing 89 to Capitol Reef, and then going on down and heading over to Colorado. So that's what we're looking at. But what a beautiful drive, just stunning. So I can highly recommend, if you have your choice between 89 or 15. Those are the two major north-south routes. I can highly recommend 89. Just something else. Something else. Is that in Oregon? Okay, according to the local news, as of Friday, August 4th, half the pumps will be self-serve, the other half will be full service as it has been in the past. I don't get that. I don't I don't get that. I don't know how that it costs you more to go to the self-serve. Is that the way they're going to work it? I don't know. Oh, really, Miss Carol? Good on Miss Carol. She fuels the coach. And that'd be good to ask Bob and Miss Pearl. We know Pearl drives. Bob, do you get out and fuel the coach? I'm just throwing it out there. And same for Tom and Lori if they are still in the house. All right, Miss Lori, Tom drives. Do you get out and fuel the truck? I will tell you though, that job being over now, being in the passenger or the co-pilot chair when you're full time, that co-pilot is important. That is there is a lot of work there, making sure that the driver gets that rig down the road in the right and going to the right place. So yeah, we would we would like to hear from Ms. Carol how much she likes handling those greasy pumps. Pearl would have to Pearl Pearl would have to wait for Bob to get out of the shower to pump gas. Does Bob take a shower going down the road? I don't even know. It's there you go. That beats my no pants any day of the week. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh. We're still waiting. I want answers. Inquiring minds want to know. Bob, Pearl, who fuels the coach? Pearl, we know that you drive. Tom and Lori, we know Tom drives. Well, he does it now because he's gimpy. He's gimpy. He abused his leg. He didn't pay attention to doctor's orders. Tom, Tom, Get better. Lori wants you to get better so she can stop waiting on you. I can understand how you want to push it. No. Gimpy pumps the fuel. Okay. All right. Oh, there you go. And there's the other half. I've done my share of pumping fuel. Bob does the fuel up in the coach. That's awesome. Bob, you're the man. Tom, you're the man. All right. Bead Trapper says we both drive and we both pump the gas. All right. All right. You know, the diesel is one of those things that is greasy, smelly, so forth. And it's just something that I've taken upon myself. I always pump the fuel. Always pump the fuel. Yeah, it does. There you go. So you're so cute. Bob has done that many times. Good man, Bob. Good man. All right. All right, guys. We're going to wrap this one up, I think, unless you guys have anything more. If you have someplace unusual, let me know. I would love to hear. And maybe we'll have to carry that on for next week. We'll have open mic night. And it would be good to hear the stories. So, you know, I'll leave you with one more. And somebody asked me, what's the most unusual thing? And it wasn't a place. It was actually another vehicle or vehicles coming down the road towards me off in the distance. And I don't remember which state we were at the time, but it was forest, it was green. And I could see a helicopter about treetop level coming down the highway towards me. As I got closer, I could see police lights, 3 police cars, and then I could see military Hummers, 3 military vehicles, and then a semi truck with a big white box on the trailer, a big box, and then 3 Hummers following behind that, and then 3 I assume state police or police cars with a helicopter flying right overhead. And to this day, out of all the things that I have seen that has stuck out in my mind is what was in that white box. I want to know what was in that white box. So Tom and Lori, Tom, you just hush. See, I was taking up, it was more than 45 minutes. Don't get Gary started. Do not. No, Gary. I have total, wait a minute. I have total confidence in my driver. So often I do not have pants on. Well, hell, Bob, I don't have pants on and I'm driving. So I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Lori, have you broken the bell yet? Oh, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. No, you know what? I am sure she is taking care of him and probably telling him to sit down an awful lot. If I can just imagine and be a fly on the wall, yeah. All right, we've got a few more minutes. We'll carry it out. Aliens, Dave. Aliens. I do have. Look at this. Speaking of, I've got my Area 51 cup right here. I am missing Area 51 this year. I'm not gonna lie. So I have now. Speaking of, thank you, Miss Kimberly, because she brings it up. Did you guys watch what was it? The congressional hearings with the 3 UFO witnesses? Guys, the news is not talking about this, but I sat there and watched through the entire 2 hours, and some of the things that were said in that blew me away. I mean, blew me away. So, you know, we've always been tongue in cheek and going to Area 51 but what they said at those hearings, and if you have a way to go and watch those hearings or that hearing, um, definitely have to go check that out, because that just blew my mind, guys. Just blew my mind. So yeah, yeah, and the rest of the news isn't covering it, so which is interesting. So my son says, yes, we did watch it. Was that not amazing? And I'll tell you what, I want to see the rest of the witnesses. I want to see the people that they were talking about that could come and testify. And so when there is another one, I want to see that. I want to see that. So I missed it. What did Tom? No. TT is usually pretty easy to book at a month or two out. Yeah, that is. I'm depending on. Depending on the time of the year, I would. I would hesitate to say that it's easy during the winter, but is. I just saw a video the other day, and the line the line went all the way out to the main road. I mean, and they are sticklers about you coming in at 12 o'clock or after. And Gary knows if you pull into that place at 11:59, they will turn you around and send you back out. So I do know that. I do know that. The encores. Guys, I'll have to tell you, I didn't know this. The encores and you're talking about Florida, and in Florida, if you're a Thousand Trails member, Florida is packed with encore parks. I mean, just packed. And I did not foresee the problems. Now, when I first started going to Florida, I only had the West Coast as reference. On the West Coast, when you made a Thousand Trails reservation at that time, and this was 5 years ago, you just called you could call a couple days in advance. You could set it up online a couple days in advance. It wasn't really all that hard to get into them. So as we're heading out to Florida, and I'm not thinking, oh, we need to make our reservations. About 2 weeks from hitting Florida, I tried to make a reservation and found out I couldn't. Then I tried to make another reservation. I found out that I couldn't. Pretty soon, I was able to make one reservation on the far side, farther than we had intended on going, because that was the only place that I could make a reservation. And therein, I learned when you're going to Florida during the winter, you make those reservations just as far out as you can, because the closer you get to those dates, it might not work. It might not work. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I remember the video you did, the walk of shame going out. Yep. Dave, was that alien event near the Skinwalker Ranch? I'm not sure which one you speak of, but if it was Storm Area 51, no, that was Area 51. That's in the Nevada desert at the Nevada test range. The Skinwalker Ranch is out in this area, either Utah or Colorado. I don't remember which. And that one, it's private property. You almost have to have an invite to go out there. And so I don't think I'll be doing the Skinwalker Ranch, but I know they do a lot of documentaries and stuff out there. So I don't know as much about the Skinwalker Ranch and what's going on out there. I guess Area 51 has always been kind of in my wheelhouse. It's where I know I know where it's at. I know what it's about, and so that was always easier, and I can boondock by it. So three, yeah, there's 3,000 Trails parks. So several are Encore. Yeah, there some of them are $20 a night for Thousand Trails members. So even if you have a Thousand Trails membership, but I'm here to tell you it's worth it, guys. I really enjoyed Thousand Trails Everglades out there in Miami, and that was $20 a night, and to me, seemed well worth it. Seemed well worth it. Now I know when you get down on the Florida Keys, there are 2 Encores down there. Good luck getting into them, at least during the winter. So, but those are also $20 a night. Again, that is a steal when the average rate, it used to be, I don't even know what it is now. The average rate on the Florida Keys, $170 a night for RV space. So, all right, guys, we're going to wrap this one up. I am so sorry that we could not do the open mic night. Join us next week, and we're going to see if we can get Don on and Gary on, maybe Lenny and Wayne and Carrie. I don't know. We will just see who all we can get on next week, but let's plan on it. Let's show up. I don't even know where the hell I'm going to be. I don't know. Everything is in. I'm just traveling. I'm having a good time, and I don't have a schedule. So I will stop. I will make sure that I have signal at the best of my ability, just like I did here. Enjoy the Coke cans. Oh, over my shoulder right there, Sprite, Diet Coke, and there's a Monster Energy back over there too. So you guys have a good week. Let's see who we can give. Dave, dinner will be before 9 our time here. Well, you're doing good. I don't even know. I don't have a time yet. I don't even have a time. Gary, I don't. You know what? I'm gonna have to talk to you and find out how you did that. So, let's give Miss Kimberly KJ the last word of the night. It has been fantastic. Love you guys all. It is always great seeing you here, and I look forward to every Sunday. Join us next week. We will do the open mic night. I'm sorry that we had audio difficulties tonight. We couldn't make that happen, but you know what I always say, live life full time. We'll see you next week. Take care, guys. Ay. Well, that went pretty good, right?